Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 10 of the Lord of the Rings War in the North on the PlayStation 3. We are exactly where we were at the end of part 9. And we're off in to see Gorin, the leader of these particular dwarves.
Here, sire, are those I spoke of. Allow me to present a kinsman, Farin of Erebor, and also Andriel and Eridan, his companions. We succeeded in our task, and I live to tell of it, thanks only to their aid.
You are most welcome here, kinsman, and no less so your companions, be they man, elf, or eagle. Welcome all to Nordinbad, last hall of the Longbeards in the Grey Mountains. You have returned to me, my son and my oldest friend, whom already I mourned as lost. For this, you will forever have my gratitude and the hospitality of these halls. Know that this is not something lightly given, for never before have we allowed any but our own folk to pass these gates, and no eyes have gazed upon the hidden lake of Azanzaram, save those of our close kindred. Yet for what you have done, I will gladly lay aside our ancient oath of secrecy.
That's very kind of you.
You are Longbeards. Then you are of Durin's folk, and close kin to Farin.
Aye. In centuries past, most of our kin called these mountains home. But then the dragons came from the far north. One by one, our halls were lost or abandoned. All but Nordinbad. We alone endured those dark times. And thanks to you, we may hope to endure our current troubles as well.
What can you tell me of your home?
My great-great-grandsire was the first to enter the caves of this mountain, where he discovered the hidden lake we call Azanzaram. He was awed by its beauty, and led some of his kin here. Slowly, over many long years, with loving hands and careful chisels, we created the halls you see before you. Nordinbad was never rich in gold or jewels, but its beauty would move even the most cold-hearted dwarf. That is why we have remained here for so long. There is not a dwarf among us who would not choose death over exile from our home.
This lake, did your kin create it?
Nay, my ancestors discovered Azanzaram even as you see it. We have worked with care to enhance what we found. A chip here, a tap there, fashioning bridges, halls, and tunnels. But always, we have taken care to preserve the great gift we were given.
It is beautiful. I am honored to behold it.
May I ask how it was you happened to be in so unlikely a place as Mount Gundabad? One does not go lightly into so foul a pit.
We were seeking a servant of the enemy, a man known as Agendaur.
Agendaur. We are familiar with that one. Curse his black heart.
He appeared before our gates some weeks past, and called us to parley, in the name of Sauron the Great, so he said.
A parley? What did he ask of you?
He demanded that we yield ourselves up to the mercy of Sauron, as if there was any mercy in the Dark Lord.
He lays claim to Nordinbad, telling us if we turn over our halls and riches without a fight, our lives will be spared, and we will be free to seek a new home elsewhere.
Of course, we would have nothing of that. When we defied him, he grew wrathful, threatening us with the fiery doom that overtook our ancestors.
What could he want with Nordinbad? I do not mean to offend, but these halls are very remote. Is it wealth he seeks?
Nay, Nordinbad provides for our needs, but never have we considered it rich, save in beauty.
I fear he may have allied himself with the dragon Urgost, who dwells in these parts. With such a beast at his command, we would have little hope of resisting him.
A dragon? But I thought the world had seen the last of dragons after Bard the Bowman slew Smaug.
Alas, no. There are dragons still to be found in these mountains, and yet more dwell on the wastes beyond. They may not be as great or wicked as was Smaug, but they are large and evil enough. Make no mistake about that.
But could even Agendaur command the allegiance of such a creature?
Perhaps not on his own account, but if he speaks for the Dark Lord, Even Urgost would think twice before offending him.
Nah. Dragons are wicked creatures, and their greed knows no bounds. Agendour only has to name the right price.
Then would it not be best to destroy this dragon before he can be used as a weapon?
Well, destroy Urgost? If only it were that simple. The attack on Gundabad would be a peaceful stroll around the lake in comparison. If it were so easy to slay dragons, there would be many more dwarves still dwelling in these mountains.
Urgost has never taken notice of us before. We rather hoped it would stay that way.
They say it does not pay to leave a live dragon out of your calculations if you live near one.
And we cannot allow Agendour to gain such a powerful ally.
Agreed. Where can we find Urgost?
You do not lack for courage, I will grant you. Yet we know not where the dragon dwells. No dwarf has discovered his lair and lived to tell of it.
Perhaps Radagast knows this secret, or can discover it. Seems there is little that happens in Wilderland that escapes his notice.
Who is Radagast?
Radagast the Brown. He is a wizard, a master of birds and beasts. He keeps to himself mostly, but he's a decent enough sort. As long as you mean no harm to the wild creatures he befriends.
He dwells within the forest of Mirkwood, away to the south. Perhaps your companion Belaram would know where to find him, for it is said that Radagast is a friend to the Lord of Eagles himself.
Much as I'd like to avoid Mirkwood, seems like it'd be worth our time to speak to this wizard.
Indeed. But before you set out, please accept a token of our gratitude. Seek out my steward Galar. I have instructed him to open our vaults to you. I believe you may find something within that will be of service in the days ahead.
A present, is it? Thank you. Well, it is an eye-opener, isn't it?
We would be honored if you would accept a token of our gratitude. Find my steward Galar. I have instructed him to present you with some of our finest work. Choose whatever you will.
I thank you for your generosity, Lord Gorin.
Aha. See a shop or a blacksmith?
Ah, you must be that ranger I've been hearing about. Word of you has spread like a beard on fire. I'm pleased to meet anyone who strikes a blow against the enemy. And I hear you struck a very hard blow indeed. So, how can I help you today?
You've hidden in this isolated cavern for a long time. Could it be that you found something precious, like mithril?
Oh, we've no such wealth as mithril here. Not that I haven't dreamt of finding a vein of true silver. I work iron and a bit of ordinary silver or gold. A few gems here and there. Mostly we hide to escape the notice of the dragons. Bad blood between dwarves and dragons as well, you know. And then there's all the orcs. Ah, but I dream of a day when we could trade for finer goods. I've been working on a silver belt studded with crystal, with a special mount for the gem I crave above all others. The gem that comes from no mine.
Is that burnt hair that I smell?
Well, hard to be a smith without getting a few sparks in your beard. What do you expect when you're working with a hammer and forging hot metal? They've taken to calling me Buri Burnt Beard. Used to have a beard down to my belt. Well, shorter is safer. Long as you keep a bucket of water handy, there's nothing to worry about.
How great are your skills as a smith?
I'm no braggart, but I'll put my skills up against any smith, dwarf, elf, or man. You may think I don't know much, being set apart from others of my craft. But I'll tell you a little secret. My grandsires go back all the way to the smiths that worked alongside the great elven smith, Celebrimbor himself. In the days of ancient Eregion, there was a great friendship between elves and dwarves. We've passed down skills from forgotten times. I know runes of power and other secrets that give my weapons and armor a hidden strength you'll not find elsewhere. You won't complain about my work.
Tell me of Celebrimbor.
None was a greater craftsman of jewels and forger of metals than Celebrimbor, who was Lord of Irigian. Close friend he was to Narvi, the great stonemaster, and to my grandsires. He even made 7 rings of power for the dwarves. It was Celebrimbor who knew that Sauron had betrayed the elves by making 1 ring. He heard the enemy declare himself master over all. He was killed in the first war against Sauron, and many of his secrets were lost. Narvi and his kin were lost as well. Only one of my ancestors escaped to carry the tale. So it's been told from grandsire to me.
What lore do you know of Irigian?
The lore passed down from me grandsires is little enough. That Irigian lay west of the Misty Mountains near Moria. That the elves of Irigian were of a kind known as Noldor, and were clever craftsmen. The Noldor didn't know in the beginning that Sauron was evil. Sauron came to Irigian and taught them how to forge rings of power. But after Sauron was revealed, he invaded Irigian and destroyed it. Nearly 5,000 years ago, that was. Doubt there's much left of the place now. But Sauron's fixing to do the same thing all over again. Even here in the far north.
Right. Might as well get the repairs out of the way while we're at it. Well, I've got a bit of money left over if there is a decent weapon or two. Or armour, for that matter.
So you're the Dunedain Ranger, eh? I can't see what all the fuss is about. I suppose you're tougher than you look, though I heard you had a dwarf helping you. Are you here to buy something? I've an excellent stock of the best Nordinbad kind for it. So speak up. Time's a-wasting.
Yeah, give him a present first.
Gorin sent me to you. He said I should speak to you to receive a token of his gratitude.
Yes. He may have mentioned it to me. It was rather too generous of him. Not that I don't appreciate what you did, but how does he expect me to increase our wealth by giving our best work away? Well, here you go. Take your pick.
Choice of reward. Well, I might as well look at that first. Ooh. Buri's leg guards look quite nice, don't they? Buri's chest guard. The problem is I've got... Oh, there we go. 176 in the way of armour. Plus 20 damage on the chest piece. Be alright, wouldn't it? Plus 20 damage on the leggings. I wonder if I can come out of this. Yeah, I can do. Yeah, I nearly bought it. So the chest piece I'm would go for has got another 20 damage on it, but well, and more armor. If we went for the leggings, we'd have plus 20 damage on those rather than on the armor. But there's a likelihood that we might end up changing everything anyway. Plus 3 dexterity as well as plus 20 damage though, innit? Wonder why the gloves are so much more expensive than the... Gloves and boots seem to be the most expensive, don't they? Trousers it is then. But you can buy Buri stuff anyway, can't you? Looking at that. Expensive. Can't buy his chest piece though. So we missed out there. What have we got in the way of swords? .310 at its highest. Whoa, those bows have got some decent damage, haven't they? 441538. 473577. Buri's warbow. Bit disappointing we can't get the chest piece for Buri. Might leave it at that for now. I wish we could compare what we've got on at the minute. It says it's better, but it doesn't actually tell you what the difference is without coming out and going into your own menu. Yeah, it's quite a lot. I think it's 172, isn't it, the new one? It's got plus 15 damage on it though, and that's why we didn't want to take it off. And we've now got plus 35 damage between that and that. Stick with it for now, I think. What I might do is just buy some potions off him though, if he's got some. You've got a 158 there. Need to put our bow on as well. It's a big difference, that. Nice. Right, see you, Golar. Got to go to Mirkwood now. Oh yeah, we're going to Mirkwood to see Radagast, aren't we? I wonder if wondering if I can actually go back to Rivendell now that this has all happened. Still didn't get that mithril for Arwen. Our work here is done, although, did the bits we buy actually have
Back, I
full durability? That'll be a no. Just down here. Huh. Roaring fire and somewhere to eat. What an awesome room. Ah, you can customise your appearance here as well. Is there anything on the other side room-wise? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong way. Keep wanting to do a PS4 share, but can't do it, can I? PS3, Stephen.
Mirkwood is a place I prefer to fly over, not into, but we are ready to go.
We must hope Radagast can tell us where to find Urgost. Have you ever faced a dragon before?
No. That is a risk I have gladly avoided. One does not willingly seek out a dragon, unless there is no choice.
You are afraid of dragons?
Only a fool would not fear a dragon. If Urgost has survived this long, he must be full of the guile and cunning of his kind, abominations that they are. And this will make him even more dangerous. But that changes nothing. If we must prevent his alliance with Agandar, then fear must be set aside and the dragon found. We should follow Gorin's advice and seek Urgost's whereabouts from Radagast.
Your friends were eager to offer their services. Perhaps they do not fully appreciate the danger. What can you tell me of them?
Armanel is a seasoned warrior. He knows full well what he faces, and accepts it gladly. Baron Thor is young, and eager to prove himself. But he has deep courage, and few can match his swiftness on the wing. But you need not take my word. Ask them yourself. They will gladly speak.
Yes, we've already had that conversation.
I worry about my people. We Dunedain are so few now, and our families are scattered across the north. Perhaps I should go to their defense.
And yet, what could you do for them? One man, alone. Were there 100 Eridans, you could not withstand the power that is set against you. But together, we may strike a blow far greater than any army could achieve. You Rangers are hardy folk. Trust them to survive, as they have for so long, while we do what must be done to bring down Agandaur. Only then will your homes and our areas be safe.
You are right, Belleroth. We cannot falter now. We will go on.
You have but to say the word, and we will press on.
Radagast is a good friend of yours?
The Brown Wizard has been a close friend of the Eagles since he first came to Middle-earth and settled into the forest that is now called Mirkwood, even before it came to have that dark name. That was long before I was born, but I have visited with him many times in his home at Rhosgobel when I would bring him news from afar. But I have not seen him since he abandoned Rhosgobel.
Why would he abandon his home?
He was gone from his home before I could ask. But there has been a growing threat and darkness in the south of Mirkwood. I believe Rhosgobel is no longer safe, even for a wizard. But fear not. I know Radagast's favored places in the north of Mirkwood. We will find him, or I will bring you to a place you are likely to find him at the very least.
Then we must travel to Mirkwood.
We will be ready.
Onward we go. It turns out this game is longer than I remember. We're halfway up that mountain in the last part. I thought we were near the end, but no, there's loads to go yet. Ruddy loads to go, innit? Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, hello.
Seeking the wizard. No one can help him now. And no one can help you.
You were saying? Bloody hell, that's a fight to come straight into, isn't it?
Take refuge here. I will shield us from their arrows and bolts.
Fight me if you dare! Down with you, Vernon!
Come on, you big fecker, where are you?
No enemy missiles can pierce this shield.
Nearly got him.
Feel my wrath and despair!
Oh fuck, gone down.
Rise, my friend. We still have need of you.
I was sure I'd met my end. It's good to be wrong.
Won't last much longer.
That'll do. Woo! Woohoo! Wulfrun's Bane, thank you. Go on, Bellaram. Cult of the Lidless Eye. Scrolls found.
Well done, my friends. That one will spread his veil of lies no more. Yet I fear this was no chance meeting. If Wulfrun was here, it could mean trouble for Radagast. You should press on and find him.
The sorcerer said something about a wizard.
He can only have meant Radagast.
But what could Agendaur want with Radagast?
The brown wizard concerns himself little with the outside world. Yet he has worked against Sauron in the past. Perhaps Agendaur merely wishes to settle an old score, but it seems more likely he seeks to prevent Radagast from aiding his enemies. We should find him.
What is this creature you've bested? It smells foul.
Who can say? Some beast from an older world, maybe. Bred and twisted by the Dark Lord to serve his most trusted servants.
This forest seems near impenetrable. What can we expect to find here?
I cannot say for certain. Mirkwood is no place for my kind. We can soar over the great wood, but its secrets remain hidden beneath the trees. The forest has an evil reputation, however. Be on your guard as you search for Radagast.
I have been told elves dwell in Mirkwood. Perhaps they can assist us.
It is true, King Thranduil's people dwell in the forest, but many dark miles lie between here and the Elven King's halls. One might wander for weeks in this part of Mirkwood without encountering an elf.
What of my kind? Are there not men who live within the wood?
You speak of the Beornings. Yes, there are hearty men who dwell on the western edge of Mirkwood, but they are rarely found this far north, and they are wary of strangers, as any who dare to dwell in this wood should be.
Beornings, are they not a ABBA tribute band? Beorning again. Where is Radagast's home?
How far are we from the wizard's dwelling?
It is difficult to say for certain. Even the eyes of an eagle cannot pierce the interwoven boughs of Mirkwood, and clearings are few in this wood.
We will find him, but what about you? Are you hurt?
The beast did its damage, but not enough to keep me from the air. I will be fully recovered soon enough.
We will continue the search on foot. Should we look for you here once we have found him?
No, I must find my companions. They are probably worried about me. Together, we will keep watch from above. Radagast has many friends among the birds of Mirkwood. If you find him, he can send a message to us easily enough.
Very well, but be careful. There may be more of these fell beasts around.
I don't like the look of this Mirkwood. I wish our path would have led us elsewhere.
Why would Radagast choose to make his home in such a place?
They say that Mirkwood was not always like this. It was fair enough before the shadow of the Dark Lord fell over it.
That shadow lies here still. There are evil creatures in this wood. Be on your guard.
Onward.
Look! There!
Oh, good. Evil wolf creatures.
That's done it. Now the whole forest knows we're here.
Let's go. The warg that one hears is worse than the orc that one fears.
Alright, it's no time for
Where
poems.
the orc howls, there also the orc prowls.
Alright, why are we suddenly having a poem competition? Come on, people, focus. Ooh, Ranger secret.
A brother ranger has left us some supplies.
Captain's gloves. Stick with what we've got, I think.
An encampment of orcs.
Be watchful. The wargs have given away our presence.
I don't like this. Keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open and your wits about you, man. Yeah, there was a hill as well, wasn't there? Yeah.
Up there, an archer.
It's an ambush.
They seek cover in the undergrowth.
Yeah, the bow's taken off nearly 1,000 now, look. Before we did those upgrades, we're only taken off about 400 or 500.
They're charging!
Whoa, is it? Jesus Christ.
It's time to put an end to you!
Take cover within this sphere of light.
I'm nearly finished.
I am close to death.
Just hit his own guy, didn't he?
Can't take much more. Fire needs our aid.
Rise, my friend. We still have need of you.
Many thanks. Let's get back to it.
That must wait.
Look over there. They've cleared a path out of it.
Whoa, fucking hellfire.
Banish the darkness.
It's all kicking off here. Oh, head off, thank you.
Here, my friends. Healing light.
Ooh, there it goes. Bloody hell, that was a fight. Yeah, that bow's coming into its own now, taking way more damage off than before. And faster as well. Probably should have upgraded it a lot sooner. Nice work, team. It's a fight, that. That is a fight, that. Hard work. Yeah, that power does clock itself up on its own. It's very slow, but when you're running around, it does top itself up. Yeah, what lurks in there then? Take the music up a little bit.
What are these things?
They look like eggs. Insect eggs, maybe.
Yeah, spiders.
So many. And so large.
It's always bloody spiders. I hate spiders, man. Nah, dude, that's just nasty.
A troll! Be careful!
Come on, you face!
A legend of
You can sprint. That's me trying out the sprint. Oh, easy.
No enemy missiles can pierce this shield.
Thank you. So for this entire game, I didn't know I could do this. Sprint away. And there's no stamina bar, so you can do it as much as you like. The shadowed paths. The web-shrouded wood. Well, I wonder what lurks here.
Beware! Spiders!
Giant spiders! Down with you, vermin! You're no match for me! Let's see if you can take me!
God's sake, how many?
I can't do that yet. Need more time. I need healing!
Rescue our companion! Quickly!
Come now, dwarf. There are still foes to defeat.
Much appreciated, friend.
Nice, relentless. Woo, trophy time. It's not afraid to put a bunch of enemies on screen, this one, is it, eh? Got back to not dishing out a huge amount of potions again.
You're no match for me! Not ready yet.
Whoa.
Enter the sphere of light and be healed.
What the hell? What the bloody hell's happening? Off me! Stop sticking your bloody fangs in me! It's not an RPG till you fought a spider, people.
We must be nearing Radagast's home.
Enemy archers on the high ground! Face a ranger now!
Oh, have it.
You face the power of the Eldar!
Oh, hello. Nearly got another level up here. Level 17 is on its way. Be maxing out that bow and arrow. Pretty awesome.
None left.
Ah! God damn it. I know where there might be some though. Six anyway. Where does the time go playing this game, people? Where does it go? It's just so much fun, it vanishes. Hey, this looks like a house.
This must be Radagast's home.
It looks peaceful enough.
Then what did the sorcerer mean when he said we were too late?
Behind you!
Trying to discourage us.
Oh, crikey.
Fight me if you dare!
Radagast, are you here?
Let's see if you can take me!
No power.
Feel my wrath and despair!
Ooh, gotta level up, people.
Can't take much more.
Servants of the enemy, beware! Radagast!
How did they get back there?
Here!
They've leveled up as well, I think.
Over there. Is that a staff on the ground?
Maybe. We'll go and have a look in a sec once we've leveled up. Whew. Some good fighting. Well, maybe dexterity should jump up to everything else now that we're using it again. Could put it all on it, to be fair. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I see. Because I was trying to figure that out during the fight. I was holding down L2 and then I was hitting R1 and I thought, isn't that what I've been doing all along? But it wasn't. It was trigger button I was using. Because this is the Pro control, the DualShock 4 I'm using. So it's a more powerful arrow with R1. Right. I gotcha. Right, let's max that out. I'm tempted to do the quiver next, actually. Increases the maximum number of arrows stored in the quiver, because we're running out quick, aren't we, now that we're using it? Before we do that, is there anything to pick up? Rough sapphire. Ooh, health. Back to 20 arrows. Oh, you can swap character in that menu. Didn't realise. Well, if that's not the perfect place to wrap things up, people, we've hit the hour mark and we've just entered a new area where it saved it. And I don't think we're too far away from getting to Radagast as it happens. Search for the missing wizard, yeah. So it looks like a new section we've entered into. So we shall pick up in part 11 from exactly this very point. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you in The Lord of the Rings, War in the North once again on the PlayStation 3. And I shall catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.